Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, hey, Hare Bo, everybody. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hey there, Nari, welcome. So we'll chant a little group japa here together and see how it goes. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Try that one. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. You can come on if you want to come on there. I put the link in the description. Do it again. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Try again, whoever tried to get on here. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. There he is, Hare Krishna. Welcome. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. You're gonna have to mute your mic because it doesn't work too well this way. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasani Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasani Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. All right. Oh boy, here we go. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. All right, here's another link for anybody who wants to come on. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, hey, there she is, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Make a joyful noise unto the Lord. Yeah, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. That's him, it's him, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Woo! Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Yeah, ho, woo, yeah, oh my goodness. Hare Krishna, Gauranga, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hey. Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda. 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 Oh boy, Nityananda. Nityananda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Radha Govinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Radha Govinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Radha Govinda. Woo! Ah, Krishna! Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Radha Govinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Govinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Radha Govinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Radha Radha Govinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Radha Govinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Radha Govinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radhe Radhe Govinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Radha Madhava, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Radha Madhava, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Oh, Krishna! Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Go Ranga, Nityananda. Oh yeah. Krishna, you're just so adorable. Enchanting. Krishna, Radha, the enchantress. Krishna, the enchanter. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Radha 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 Govinda, Radha Govinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Radha Govinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Radha Govinda. Radha Radha Govinda, Radha Radha Govinda. Govinda, 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 Radhe, Radhe, Govinda, Radhe, Radhe, Govinda, Radha, Radha, Govinda, Radha, Govinda, Radha, Radha, Govinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, Radha Krishna, Govinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Aren't Radha and Krishna, aren't they refreshing? Aren't the devotees source of refreshment in this life, man? Take away all our miseries. It's really true. Yeah. Who wouldn't want all their miseries taken away, huh? Isn't that what it's all about? Get rid of the miseries, man, you know? People had a method. This is the method, man. You got to try it. People should come and chant with us, man. Yeah, I met somebody at the spa today, and he was a devotee. He had neck beads on. He was initiated by an ISKCON guru. Nice guy. Sincere, too, you know? And he was a little bit kind of bewildered by what's going on, you know? He says, God, you know, they're all the gurus and the leaders are all advocating for the shot. They all want us to get vaccinated, but I don't feel right about it. And they closed the temples down, and now they're just opening them, and you know, they want us to wear masks in the temple. And, you know, it's like they come for Krishna and having a tough time. I said, hey, man, you know, can we chant here every day? You know, on this online. She said, oh, really? Yeah, come check it out. It's a lot of fun. We got a devotional community here, you know. That goes for anybody. They can just come and chant with us. Ecstatic devotion, man. You know, I asked him a question. I said, what do you think? Oops. I said, in your understanding, what is the goal of Krishna consciousness? And you know what he said? Cookie distribution. No. But yes, but no. He didn't say cookie. He said service. You know, just serving the devotee. Serve. This is what they teach him. Just serve. Always service, service. That's the goal of service. To be with Krishna. And I said, after I listened, it was a serving, just serve the devotees, serve, serve, serve. I said, okay, all right, great. And to be with Krishna and Krishna. Yeah, and what would that look like? How would you feel? And he looked at me like he never heard such a question. They never discuss. It's very superficial. It's just superficial. This is until you Bhagavad Gita personified, Bhagavad Gita 10:10, until you worship the Lord with this awakening of pure ecstatic love, you're not very deep. You see, everything's superficial. That's why you got to hear from devotees, because there she is. I was going to give you a call. I forgot. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, mute your mic there. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, everything's superficial, and that's why you need to hear from the devotees who have the real knowledge and real understanding, because of the depth that comes. See, and we need that. That draws our conscious deeper. I mean, I even when I hear from different persons, that have a depth of understanding of something, spiritual or something, or something. It's nice to hear, it's nice to hear their depth. It's actually important, it's like it brings us deeper into, otherwise we're in superficial consciousness, and it's no fun there. It's no fun. It's no fun. It's just no fun. It's a lot of work, and you don't really understand things completely or clearly or depth, logically even. You always think there's something missing. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So it was a nice meeting. Hopefully he'll come. I think it'll be good for him. And others, there must be a lot of devotees like that, a little bit. Yeah. So I'll read a little bit of Divine Love in the, still too loud. So we're reading from Brihat Bhagavatamrita this morning. Thank you, Prabhupada. Thank you, Jesus Christ. And thank you, all devotees. Thank you for these writings. Thank you for this association, Lord. It's wonderful. Friends, we have real friends, real family, devotional family. Really special. So Gopa Kamara, he's touring the universe, man. The universes. And now he's in beyond the universe. And he sees Sri Krishna. He's on the altar, and Krishna's with his family and friends. To Sri Krishna's right was Sri Vasudeva, Sri Balaram Thakura. Oh, I can't wait to meet them. Won't that be nice to meet these personalities? And others. And to his left were Gada Satyaki, the minister of Vikadru, and Kritavarma and other Yadavas, joyfully sitting on their respective thrones. See, joyful, blissful. This is it, man. This is the nectar to make such a connection like this. It's the pot of gold. Here in this material, miserable world with all these illusions, and we have this knowledge and truth and ecstasy and joy. Ooh, wow. Then, playing on his veena and singing comical songs, Sri Narada was making Sri Krishna and his devotees laugh. Sri Garuda was standing before him offering prayers, and while massaging his feet, Sometimes I wonder: is Sri Krishna's feet, are they feet, or are they a genie's lamp? You massage them, and then the genie comes out. Massage them. I think this is a massaging his feet, man. Is is chanting these verses, chanting the holy name, massaging his feet. Makes him feel really good. You notice? Ah. Sri Uddhava pleased Sri Krishna by telling him loving secrets about Raj. Having darshan from a distance of he whom I had been desiring to see for such a long time, I became overwhelmed in prema and fainted. Then his heart flooded with nectar of affection. Sri Krishna ordered Sri Uddhava to bring me to him. Seeing that I was a gopa, Sri Uddhava was very pleased. And then he quickly ran over to me, and after carefully lifting me up and bringing me back to consciousness, he took me by the hands, and led me to Sri Bhagavan. Sri Bhagavan. As Sri Krishna rose and stepped towards me, with his own hand, Sri Uddhava placed my head at Krishna's feet. As Sri Krishna rose, and stepped towards me. It's kind of like, reminds me of the heart. He rises in the heart. As Sri Krishna rose, you ever feel Krishna rising in the heart? As he rose, stepped towards me. It's like simultaneous. He rises in the heart, stepping towards us. Notice that? With his own hand, Sri Uddhava placed my head at Krishna's lotus feet. Then the Lord of my life, see, the Lord of my life, the Lord of my life. What is our life? See, the Lord of my life. I think my life is Sri Radha. I don't know who your life is. He's the Lord of my life, my mistress. I probably shouldn't say these things, but I don't care. A madman must speak sometimes. Then the Lord of my life, the Lord of my mistress, Sri Krishna, stroke my body, stroke my body with his lotus hand, as if he was cleansing me. Then he took the flute. This is interesting. Then he took the flute from my hand and began looking at it. As if terribly aggrieved, tears of love began flowing from his eyes. And then for some time he remained silent. Intermission. Short break. Wonder what he's thinking. He's looking at the flute. Should I speculate a little bit? He's looking at the flute. So sometimes it's nice to spam. Well, I think Lalita knows. What is she? What do you think he's thinking when he's looking at the flute?
I don't know. I'm curious. Who are you? Well,
All right, I'll take a stab at it here.
I would take
He
the
took the flute from my. Somebody mute your mics. There you go. He took the flute from my hand and began looking at it, as if terribly aggrieved. Tears of love began flowing from his eyes. Well, I suppose he's transported to Vrindavan, where he's playing the flute, remembering. He's remembering playing the flute, and the gopis hearing it and coming towards him and meeting with them. So looking terribly aggrieved, oh, when will that day come when we can meet again? Just by remembrance, to have that meeting. See, we got to replace our memories ultimately, when you remember things that, the past that cause emotions. Did you want to say something? Yeah. You remember the past that cause emotions, and they're always miserable. Not always, but sometimes, mostly miserable, pain. Oh, you're in the past, How would you like to remember things that bring ecstasy? And the transcendental aggrievement. Oh, it's blissful, it's refreshing. Yeah. Anyway, that's what we're doing here, man. Getting tired of remembering the world, and all these, these painful memories with our parents, beating us, and, doing all kinds of weird conditioning. So many people, they have traumas in this world. It's not surprising, especially now. God, when you see this, what the government is about, such an evil. My God, is there evil in this world now? Yeah. There was a question. Somebody said, if God is good, we're going to do more classes because they don't know, they don't understand. This knowledge we have is priceless. So the question was, if God is all good, then why is there so much evil in the world? Why is there miseries and pains? If God is so good, why is there so much evil? If God is good, then where does evil come from? If God is all good? It was a good question. Make you kind of lose faith in God, actually, if you can't answer that question. It's like, so if God is good, then where does evil come from? Is what does it come from? The devil, and the devil is disconnected from the whole thing, or so, and people just don't know, and it's not taught in their line, usually the biblical line, that God has three main energies, just three energies. It's really amazing. Just three main energies. Very simple. You got the material potency, which is good and evil. That's why even the good in the world is not that good. I mean, it's okay, but it's not really God good. It's his shadow. See there's that. There's the good, the mode of goodness, and then evil is passion tending more towards ignorance. Ignorance and passion is more demoniac. So you got this world of material dualities. See, but they don't understand there's a spiritual potency. See, and that's where God is all good, and beyond that, He's all transcendently good. See, all transcendently good, everything. And there's a kind of, and deeper than that is there's good and bad there too, because this world is a reflection of the true world of there's good and there's good and bad also in the spiritual world. That's why Krishna is naughty, but it's beautiful, right? Krishna is naughty. He lies, just like Fauci and Bill Gates. Ooh, but they're karma inducing. Krishna's little lies are so adorable, and they awaken ecstatic devotion in the heart. His little mischief. See, mischief here is bad. He's like, you're a mischief monger, and Krishna's mischief is good. Even fear, fear here. See, you got fear and boldness here in this world. But boldness is superficial. It's like, people, they're looking strong and everything, but how strong is the body? It doesn't matter. You can be a muscle builder and everybody, and somebody can poke you with a spear and it'll pierce your heart. I mean, it's not very strong, See, Krishna in the spiritual body is indestructible. Even our spiritual body, indestructible. See, so that world, where do you get it? You can't get this from Christianity. They don't teach about this. They don't have this information. So they can't answer these questions because these were questions from Christians. And then a Buddhist answered, and he couldn't even answer it right. This, what I just said, is the most logical, the most clear explanation that answers the question. If God is all good, then where does this evil come from in the world? Especially if you got to see that everything is connected. So what is this evil? See, you have to understand that the three potencies, not just one potency, the good and evil one in the world, and not even understand yourself, because the third potency is the jiva. See, you got the material potency, good and evil, good and bad, pure and impure. It's all material. Goodness, passion, ignorance causes these dualities. And then you got the spiritual potency, also dualities, but there's spiritual dualities and very beautiful, perfect, and awaken ecstasy in the heart of a surrendered devotee. But then there's jiva. That's our soul. We're on the middle, on the fence. See? And so most of the living entities, this is why the Lord comes and brings His devotees who know the spiritual world too, introducing us to that spiritual world, because we don't know. We just think, there's only the realm of good and evil. And so you got these demons now, the demon types. They say, no, we just want to, just do whatever we want. Do what thou wilt. If I want to kill somebody, I kill them. If I want to have sex with a child, I just have sex with a child. Any perversion, I just do what thou wilt. That's what's going on. That's why they have all that child trafficking stuff, It's a big thing. It's all coming up. I didn't know every year millions of children disappear. And the FBI never makes a big deal out of it. They're part of it. Can you believe it? Our government is part of that. How horrible. But anyway, so you got that going. You see? And then you got the good people trying to do good, be good and all this. But there's this, to wipe out the slate of all that illusion, because you're still in more or less illusion, is you got to contact the spiritual potency. That's what we're about here. Take shelter of the spiritual potency. You know, take shelter of these kinds of teachings, which describe and clarify all these things so we get our mind fixed right. Kind of, you just see, like, let's focus on what is the goal of life. Like, even that devotee, that he didn't understand what the real goal of Krishna consciousness is. They don't know. The gurus don't know. They think it's just work. Yeah, serve. Yeah, and what is this? Where's it going? They don't know. It's all in the books. That's what we describe. Yeah. The goal is simple, man. Awaken love of God so you're liberated. Have your love for God awakened. Learn all these tattvas. Learn how to taste the mellows of devotion. Okay? And serve God like that. Okay? Serve in ecstasy. See, Jesus said the Lord's very much looking for this worship in spirit, ecstatic spirit, and truth, conclusive understanding. Everything you hear is a blissful topic. Necessary. People don't know this. Yeah, it's amazing, man. Then the Lord of my life, Sri Krishna, stroked my body with his lotus hand, as if he was cleansing me. Yeah, and that's ecstatic devotion. That's why you feel cleansed when you're touched by the Lord. Tasting his name, when you feel the Lord in his name, he's cleansing us with his transcendental hand. See, you don't know what being clean is until you experience that. It's like even this is not material, this cleansing. This is a spiritual cleansing. It's awakening the soul, enlivening the soul, inspiring the soul. Causing union with the soul, with God. This touch, exhilarating, blissful. Before Lord Chaitanya showed himself in Navadvip, he just smiled one day. He was joking with, he was Mukunda, and they were having a little debate. He didn't know Lord Chaitanya was God. He didn't realize that yet. And he thought he was pretty arrogant. He's always going around like a big shot. I can defeat anybody, and he could. And then the Lord defeated Mukunda in an argument, and then he puts his hand on Mukunda's shoulder and says, "Okay, you go home, and then we'll get together tomorrow and debate again. Give you another chance." And just touched him, and he felt this ecstasy just race through his body. Okay? Yeah, because the Lord's body is not material; it's spiritual. He just felt and he was bewildered. He says, "How can this arrogant person? He just touches me, and I feel ecstatic. This electricity go through my body." It's amazing, man. Whole thing. After asking about my welfare, he said, "No type of inauspiciousness is ever possible there in Gokul. It's not possible. Even here, we just talk about Gokul and Vrindavan and Krishna and topics, and there's no inauspicious. It's not possible." That's why people keep coming back when you get attracted. It's not possible for any inauspiciousness. Okay? Matter of fact, it's not possible for any auspiciousness to touch you. What's going on here? Not material auspiciousness. It's not about that. It's so auspicious. We're going to get name and fame and wealth, material wealth, and all that. No. No, that may come, but real auspiciousness is this transcendental touch of God, man, this cleansing, this inspiration. This is food, spiritual food, bread of life. You like bread of life, Lolita? You like the bread with the butter on it? Yeah, thanks, Nari. You're right. It's a great path here. No type of inauspiciousness is ever possible there in Gokul. And just by remembering Gokul, that's why these pastimes are here, to take away the inauspiciousness in our life, the miseries caused by association with materialistic people every day. Yeah. Saying this, he went into an extraordinary state until Sri Uddhava came and began trying to help him regain his composure. He became ecstatic, kind of like what you see here. And that was, that was a little extraordinary there, even in I think this, where is this, Vaikuntha or somewhere, probably Vaikuntha. And they're not used to that. It's like excessive ecstasy, just like here, the devotees worshiping nicely, the deities and all this with pomp. They do that in Vaikuntha and all that. They're not used to seeing extraordinary states. Oh, that's interrupted. Yeah, they're not used to seeing these extraordinary states. Yeah. So even here, people are not used to seeing these extraordinary states. Yeah, new people, even Vaishnavas. So we're kind of like a unique breed here. Not even the biggest gurus. Maybe they allude, oh yeah, we have these extraordinary states, but you'll never see them. If you even believe they've got them, I don't know. Who knows, In this Maya, I don't trust anything in Maya. I like frankness. Hey, Roberta's here. Horrible acts by so-called devotees also. No, the word alachua means a sinkhole. Sinkhole. Yeah. Yeah, the Vaishnavas need help, but if they're not interested, well, what are we going to do? Live and let live. Yeah. So we'll, I like frankness. Hey, Roberta's here. Somebody's
Live and let live.
There. Okay. All right. So Sri Uddhava indicated to him that all the Yadavas, such as Sri Vasudev, and so many kings, demigods, and rishis were all sitting in the assembly. See, so he went into kind of a trance, and probably tears were coming. He probably started to laugh and cry, stuff like that. Then somehow he opened his lotus eyes, and seeing all those people seated before him, he composed himself and prepared to enter the inner chambers of the palace. See, the inner chambers, this is another thing, the inner chambers of the palace, what does that represent? See, that's where the fun's going on. Inner chambers, the queens are there, What we're getting here and showing here, demonstrating here, and teaching here is something they don't even see in Vaikuntha. So it's not surprising it takes a while for people to wrap their heads around what's going on here. Sri Uddhava indicated to him that all the Yadavas, I read that, okay. Having attained the darshan of the Lord of my life, Sri Krishna, who I had been craving to see for so long, I was plunged into an ocean of divine elation. At that time, I could not know what my duty was or what I was to say. See, that craving, this is the whole thing. This desire that you get being around devotees who have that desire is the jewel. And that's why you got to see, wow, look at those devotees. Look at them chanting that name in such ecstasy. I wish I could do that. Oh, Lord, when will I be able to chant like that? See, that's the only way you're going to attain Krishna. That's why at some lifetime you got to see it. Otherwise, you don't have that desire. Even like I met that devotee, he didn't have that desire. They never taught him that. Nobody's demonstrating that. Nobody even knows that. In ISKCON, can you imagine? In Vaishnavism, Prabhupada's disciples, they don't even know that. The desire. He was desiring to meet the Vrindavan Krishna, the transcendental Lord. Desiring, hankering, and eventually did. That's why ultimately you need to get the association of devotees who have transcendental desire for the Lord, because they've experienced transcendence. They experienced the Lord in his transcendental reality. How can you not want more of that when you've had that experience? You're the only one that can have that, because most people don't have that. They can't even imagine what that's like. But just being around that vibration, you start to pick it up, get a taste for it. There's no other way. That's why even chanting Hare Krishna, even you can chant mantras, right there in Prabhupada's books. You can chant Hare Krishna mantra, you still can't get this. You can get liberated. Yeah. Lord easily gives, liberation. Yeah, no problem. You liberated. But you want Vrindavan Krishna? Oh, well, you got to, in some lifetime, meet the devotees who worship that ecstatic Lord, and they lose their composure like the Lord did. They lose it, and they show something more than the devotees even see in Vaikuntha. That's how rare it is to find such a devotee in this world. It's not surprising we're probably the only Sangha with this kind of bhakti. I was plunged into an ocean, having attained the darshan of the Lord of my life, who I had been craving to see so long. I was plunged into an ocean of divine elation. This is the day-to-day one. This is the great mercy of Lord Chaitanya, is to awaken us to have this craving every day and that desire fulfilled of meeting with the Lord. Okay? This is the great mercy of Lord Jesus. Some people have to go lifetimes before they get such an experience. But who would endure it? Who would wait? People come to ISKCON and they coming to Krishna, and even this guy was telling me, he said a lot of people leave because they're not treated well. They just, it's like mean, sometimes kind of mean to the devotees, and just mundane, material. They're coming for something transcendental. They don't get it. So they go somewhere else. They're looking for something, some experience, And they just get a bunch of rules, regulations, ceremonies, and, mandates, and you got to give up. And, how long can you take that without, you're looking for some taste, and they tell you, oh, you can't enjoy materially, man. So you can't enjoy spiritually, you can't enjoy materially. That's pretty ghostly, man. You got a body, you Use it. And you can't taste the higher realms of devotional ecstasy. Yeah. And the devotees, when you're awakened, this is the thing, man. If anybody wants spiritual consciousness, you should come here, man. You get it all. Here you come, you can taste a little of the spiritual consciousness and develop that, and you can have your life, a normal life, because you got a body. What are you gonna do? You got a body, you gotta taste things in the world. You'd be like, like a ghost. Yeah, you enjoy a little spiritual life and little material things here in the world. And by, everything is balanced, and you make more spiritual progress, and your body gets older, and you're not like, the desires cool down more. Yeah, it's a nice, natural life. Otherwise, it's weird. People go crazy, forced renunciation. You got to renounce the world. No, poor guys. Yeah, I see that a lot. Okay. Now this I like this. I was plunged into an ocean of divine elation. See, this is the thing. You have to have the desire. That you get here. And then you get transcendental experiences like chapter 1 of Adi Lila. Those who get the association of a bona fide spiritual master, they begin to have spiritual experiences. See, right here in the book. See, that taste, being plunged into this elation, this spiritual joy. At that time, I could not know what my duty was or what I was to say. Yeah, that's how it is. You just forget about, you should do this, you must do that. This is gone. All you think about is that communion. And that's all that's in it. Now you can kick that ladder of being on the mental plane. Let me think about, what is my duty? And you program things out. Oh yeah, I got to do it this and do that, and then do this and then do that and then do this. And this you got to program. See, programmed. Who likes to be programmed? I mean, you think Krishna likes programs? You think he likes to be programmed? He's spontaneous. See, he meets with the devotees. See, this is what we're teaching here. What does this rasa dance mean practically in your life? Meet with Krishna and then see the dance. Is it the devotee? Is it Krishna? It's both. Yeah, the Lord, you won't see that rasa dance unless you see a real devotee in expression in this world, in showing their love for God and their meeting with the Lord. You will not see that dance, that spontaneous dance. You'll just see people just trying to regulate their lives and program themselves to worship. Like you push a button and then you do this. I mean, okay, if they're fine with that. Yours is based on lust for God. Yeah. You become very greedy, spiritually greedy, wanting Him, desiring. It's pure desire, man, purifying. See, it's all about associate. You associate with transcendentally lusty persons, you're going to become transcendentally lusty. Yeah. We need a spiritual discotheque, Nari says. That's true, we do. He's pretty liberal, that guy. I thought he looks like he's strict, but he's liberal. I like that. Then, as he came out of the assembly, Sri Krishna showed respect to the best of the Yadavas by giving them betel nuts, chandan, and other gifts. Grasping my folded hands in his right hand, and accompanied by Sri Balaram and Sri Uddhava, He led me into the inner chambers. Isn't that amazing? He led him into the inner. No, not all the devotees got to go there. Why? Because he was in that more intimate ras into the inner chambers. See, like in Vaishnavism, most devotees are in the outer chamber. The outer. They're outside. They consider outsiders. Not on the inner chamber. See, the inner, that's where Krishna awakens in the heart. See, devotees, they speak of their actual experiences with God. No one else can really describe such things. You have to have actual personal encounter with the Lord, and then you can have some realize that you can share with people. You show them what realization is. And this is prasadam. This is the mercy. This is the prasadam. Remnants. Draws us deeper into the inner chambers. Time is it? I think I'll stop now. Soon. What time is it over there, Lolita?
Four o'clock in the night, Guru Maharaj.
Oh yeah, are you going to do your little class now?
No, I'm going to sleep. I can't do a class now because I make too much noise.
Oh,
When I
too much
start
noise.
laughing, and my neighbors knock on the wall.
Oh, they that close?
We have a twin house.
Oh, a twin house. They can hear, huh? The walls are, what are they, made of paper or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Really?
It's Turkey.
Balaram should make some thicker walls.
Oh,
That would be practical. Put another layer of wall there.
another wall.
Yeah, another wall. Wouldn't that be good?
Oh, he really would like to hear that. He can build more than.
Put a nice big cement thing about this thick.
I wait a few hours and I need my sleep as well now.
You need to sleep too. Yeah.
I come back, yeah, in a few hours. Is it okay?
Sachi's nodding her head. I think she wants to go to sleep too. How's it going over there, Sachi? Is it okay?
Well, I'm just tripping through my feelings. I feel everything. But I'm going to go over to the temple and get this man that they say is Alzheimer's and help him. He can't remember a lot of things, but he can remember how to play the harmonium and the drum. And
Who is that guy? What's that guy's name again?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's getting really like more incoherent?
Well, his body is still really in good shape and everything, but I'm like, when I come over there, I think he forgets to eat, he forgets to drink. I say, you want to go over and play kirtan, and he looks around, and I'm like, let's put your shoes on. It's like a little child. You got to tell him what to do.
Wow. How old is he? How old is he?
He's a year older than me, 64.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Tom told me he intuitively got he needs to drink more water. So I told the temple president to always offer him a glass of water. And I also heard coconut oil can help with that. Drinking and eating that.
Yeah.
Anyway, but when it comes to music, that's with people with brain conditions and autism and stuff. There's something about music that connects the brain.
Oh.
Yeah. And he remembers the songs and stuff. So
Does he have somebody taking care of him?
well, no, he lives. Somehow he in the night does his thing. I don't know. He goes to bed. I don't know. I don't know the details.
Okay.
But
Right.
he only lives like he can walk right home. He's very close to the temple.
Oh, okay. Great. That's good. All right. Okay. So we'll see you guys later, and have a nice evening.
Okay, Haribo.
Thank you, Nari, for coming, and whoever else is there.